Welcome back to another episode of Dumb Stuff with Matt. This is a garden tiller that my father-in-law brought over that doesn't run. Looks like it's been sitting in a barn for quite some time. It's not all that old though, as it does have a website address. So, he said it ran fine last year and they went to start it up this year and it would not fire up. He said he did try some starting fluid and it made a little bit of noise. Let's see if we can't figure out what's going on with it. I'm going to put you guys on the stand. Alright, so first round of business. Let's give her a couple cranks just the way it is and see if we can hear anything out of place. Choke on. Fuel on. Wow, that's interesting. Okay. Kind of odd how it popped on us there. I think what we're going to do next is we're going to pull the air filter off. Give her a little juicing. On this particular unit, the air box is right here. We'll knock that off real quick. Now, we should be able to hear it pop off. That's probably way it needs. Okay, so now we know it's in the carburetor. Well, does it have gas? It's got gas and it looks to be good. Let's see. I think I've got just the thing. I didn't even know this existed, fellas. Gonna save us all some time. It's a mechanic in a bottle. Fix poor or non-running engines. Huh. Hard to believe that was on clearance for $1.29. 2 ounces into empty fuel tank for large equipment. Add 4 ounces. Okay, well, I think this is kind of a middle application. So we'll put 3 in. Maybe not. I can't get it to open. Doesn't smell like anything. Sure. That looks like 3 ounces. We'll let that sit for a minute. On this. Let's try this first. Let's see if we're getting fuel from the gas tank to the carb. That would make sense, right? Grab some pliers. Yes, we are getting fuel from the tank to the carburetor. So think if mechanic in a bottle doesn't work, we're just going to pull this carburetor off and rebuild it. Rebuild it. No starting fluid, it's start. Maybe the mechanic in the bottle's working. Maybe not. Yep, let's just take the carburetor off. So the first thing we got to do is take off the back side of the air box. That's out of our hair. Let's see. Spinning around. Looks like two 10mm bolts hold it on. Let's go ahead and pop the fuel line off and make a big mess, I guess. Verified that's all working. Now there's fuel all over the floor. That's great. Let's go ahead and pop off the carburetor, I guess. I don't have much of a choice here. That's it. Gasket's still good. Carburetor had plenty of gas in it. Okay. Let's grab some towels here. So this obviously is your carburetor. Let's get a little bit of cleaner going here. Juice this thing. See if we can get that fuel ball off. Okay, not even close to the right size. Let's see what's in here. See what kind of surprises. Gotta put the plug back in, Matt. Try this again. Getting gassed out in here. We're gonna take a short break here. All right, I think we've got an issue with the carburetor. So I'm actually gonna take it apart. So let's get after it, I guess. Just don't see any access points. It's got to come from the bottom. Oil adjustment. Valves. Let's go put it around the bed and see if we can see it close, a little bit more light. Alright, so we got the old carburetor here on the workbench, or the tool cart bench, or whatever you want to call this thing. Such a tiny little guy. Should have taken this off while it was on the damn thing. So there is gas in there. Is it gas? Yep, it's gas. Well, I'm convinced. I need to put gloves on first because my hands are getting gross. Alright, got our gloves on now. Or working on getting our gloves on. I suspect that that bottom bowl is a press fit. Now, that is without zero knowledge. I am an idiot. So that is probably not true. But I can't spin it this way. Oh, hey, look at that. I was right, it is a press fit. Alright, so we've got a fuel bowl in here. Let's slide it out. You guys can see that, right? So it's your fuel bowl right there. I'm going to pop this pin. Now the bowl will come off. And that could very well be our problem. Nope, nope. That one doesn't move like I'm used to. Goes right in there, I believe. Feels good. And it looks like that is about all the moving pieces of this unit. Well, not moving pieces, but stuff that I can change. Let's go. I'm gonna go grab our cleaners. I did grab some brake fluid. Not brake fluid, brake clean, because it came with a straw. We got a new hardware farm store in town. I've been there like 3 times already this weekend. All of our chicken stuff we get through there. So I was already there for that, so I figured I'd grab this while I was in there. Let's see, we get fuel coming through. Ooh. Surely we don't have an inlet blocked. Well, should be able to go like this. Push. Juice. No juice. No juice at all. Oh, lots of gunk coming out. That's a good sign. I like that. I like gunk. Let's go grab the other stuff. Okay. Whoa! Get back on there. Oh! Okay, so this coming out of there now. Let's go ahead and clean out the rest of the ports. Get out there. Lovely smelling stuff. Seems to be working just fine. That's working fine. Let's start putting her back together, I guess. There was plenty of gunk in there, that's for sure. It's working. working. Go together like such. There's our pin. I'm sure some of you guys are watching this already know what I didn't do right here, but that's half the fun, right? Okay. Happy with that. That's all working. Goes back on. Alright, to here. Well, shall we try to bolt her up one more time? I doubt it's going to make a difference. I think this thing needs a carburetor, but let's try it. Alright. Getting pretty good at this after the third time. So this has got to pop on first. That's a big pain in the ass. Okay, this fella. In there. Filler there. Bolts in. Sit for a minute. Alright, so a little update on our situation here. It appears there is something inside the carb not letting fuel come through, so we're just going to replace the carb. Alright guys, back to the tiller. As you can see, there's a nice shiny little carburetor sitting up there. I'm going to put the spark plug back in. I had it soaking in brake fluid, just making sure it was all cleaned up. The one that came with the carburetor was definitely not correct. It was a little too wide and way too short. So we're going to put this one back in. Hopefully it works. I was quite impressed with this kit though. The carburetor was $10 on Amazon. It did come with all the gaskets and a fancy new air filter that needed to be changed anyway. So you can see here's the complete kit there. Both gaskets and the carburetor. Again, it did come with a spark plug, but it was definitely not the right spark plug. Okay. Get back to this. Pretty much identical. Gonna do the trick, I think. In fact, I think the new one's a little nicer of a unit than the old one. without the, oh yeah, she was just leaking. Alright, let's get her back together. Okay, Mr. Hose. Good. Get this out of my way. Sure, give it all those of those. Okay. That seems to be working appropriately. Put our fuel line back on. Switch that up to a smaller one, I think.
Ashley, look.
Choke works right. This is what you got. Ta-da! Now, that was a cheap fix. Let's see if we can get some tiller action going. That is a rather ugly start to a garden, but it's a couple hours of solid work after the carburetor swap. Repair was a success. See you guys next time.